What is good? My Rags and Fitness people, my Rags and Fitness folks, my Rags and Fitness fam. It is your man Rags, back off up in this thing, man. And when I tell you I'm up in it, I'm talking about I'm knee deep, all the way off up in it. Guys, do yourself a favor, do everybody a favor, make the main thing, man. And keep God first in everything that you do from day in to day out. And shake all of the haters off. And for all of my Crimson Tide football fans, can I please get a roll tide roll, baby? Hey guys, glad to be back with you. This is the day that the Lord has made, ladies and gentlemen. And you're here in Rags Studio, Rags and Fitness YouTube channel. Guys, we are having a great day today. Woke up this morning with a lot of great things on my mind. I'm here to create. I'm here to do what God made me to do, right? And that's be a creator. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create. We're going to talk. We're going to talk about our beloved Crimson Tide football team, guys. We got a good one coming up here. Today is Friday, October the 11th, right? Tomorrow, October the 12th, we're going to have a good one coming to us, guys, from Tuscaloosa. I mean, it's going to be coming to us right after game day, noon, 12 o'clock p.m. time, Eastern. It's going to be 11 a.m. Central Time. It's going to be South Carolina versus the number 7 Alabama Crimson Tide, guys. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. The crowd is going to be electric. They're going to come out. They're going to show out. They're going to scream. They're going to holler. Man, you're going to think that nothing ever happened to us, right? This is going to be a great time to redeem ourselves. It's going to be a great time to show our resiliency. What is resiliency? Rags. For all of my young people out there, this is a word that you should know. Keep it in your backpack. Keep it in your vocabulary. Keep it in your repertoire, right? The resiliency is just basically bouncing back. When you face adversity, you go through something, it might knock you down for a little bit. Don't let it keep you down. You bounce back. No matter what none of the other people has said about you, no matter what's going on in your life, you always find that something in you, that gumption to be able to rise the resiliency out of you, right? That's the key word, resiliency. Because everybody's beating down on us right now. Everybody has an opinion about the Alabama Crimson Tide football team, right? Stephen A. Smith, ESPN. He said you will not hear him saying Roll Tide or Alabama in the capacity that he's been saying it in the past because of that upset that we had. Well, Stephen A. Smith, let me tell you something. I don't give a what you said. I don't care what you said about Alabama. I don't care nothing about none of it. You could take that and shove it up. And trust me, man, I don't care at all. And I don't think none of us over here in the Alabama football nation care about what you think about our football team. Because we don't care about what you have going on, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, ESPN one. Hey, man, listen, we don't need no validation from you. We've been playing football before we knew anything about a Stephen A. Smith. And like I say, I don't give up about nothing that you're saying. So don't make me get off of my rocker. Let me get back on it. With all that being said, all of you naysayers, oh yeah, I saw Pavia throwing up the L sign. Oh, it hurts. But for all of you naysayers out there, I want you to tune in this game here. It's going to be on ABC. I told you what time it's coming on. It's coming on noon Eastern time, 12 p.m. I want you to tune in because somebody must pay. Somebody must pay for the debacle that went down last week. Somebody has to pay. Romeo must die. South Carolina, I hate it for you. Beamer, I hate it for you. I hate it has to be you. Sometimes you got to ask yourself, what did I do wrong? I understand you, Gamecock Nation. But you're just a product of something that comes after something that happened, right? Don't take it personal, South Carolina. It's just business. And everybody that want to leave and redshirt yourself and jump in the transfer portal, skedaddle. Get on, get out, gone. We don't need you no more, baby. Because if they ain't wearing crimson, you already know. Hey, man, milroe form again today. Things have been happening. I've been recording videos, and they won't even let my sound come through because I don't think they want to hear what Rad's got to say. You see that elephant back there? You see him? He's standing behind me. He protects me. You come in here, you want to, he going to throw one of them tusks up in you. He going to throw them tusks all up in you. That's what we call it, Tuscaloosa. Amen. We're going to be hanging all off their quarterback. We're going to be blitzing. We're going to be knocking balls down at the line of scrimmage. We're going to be taking pick sixes back. These guys are mad. Mr. Maurice Linquist, I watched him. These coaches are fired up. Mr. Jamarcus Shepard, get them right. Get them right. Mr. Freddie Roach, you better have that defensive line firing off and getting to their quarterback. Christian Robinson and the guys. Y'all better be getting in there to that quarterback. We don't want none of this. These guys scrambling out, getting 5 and 6 yards at a time. I want them in the backfield. By the time halftime come, I want them to say negative 80-something rushing yards. That's the only way you're going to redeem yourself, man. You need some pick sixes. You need some sacks. You need some fumbles. You need some stick hit fumbles. You need to be just plain right, straight out nasty, plumb nasty. That's what we say it in the South. Plumb nasty. That's what we say it down here in Bama. I'm talking about straight up filthy nasty. That's what we going to be. Kalen Deboer, get yourself right. Whether you're going to show some passion or not, it don't matter. But you better get yourself right and you better get them boys right. You got everybody jumping ship. They jumping off of Alabama. Get on. Jump out in the water. I hope the sharks eat you. Because guess what? I'm in the boat, baby. And we floating on. Float on. Float on. That's what I'm doing, baby. Stylistic. Huh? That's what I'm doing, baby. It's going to be one of the better games we're going to have this weekend. We got a lot coming on. South Carolina going to get stepped on. Put your foot on their neck and show them who we are. We was just the number 1 team last week. It was all good just a week ago. It was all good just a week ago. But now here we come this week, and everybody thinking that, hey, man, these guys lose again, it's over with. It's a big chance South Carolina will beat them because they down and out. They don't have Nick Saban. See, I told you this team wasn't worth nothing. I told you this. Look at some of these other Bama creators out there. Look at the narrative that they're creating right now. Oh, this team is not the one. This team is not this. This team is not that. They said the same thing when we lost to Texas early in the season last year. They said the same thing when we struggled against the Bulls last year and we came back. They said the same thing. I said, well, man, haven't we seen this before? Some of these same people. I said, man, haven't we seen this before? When Johnny Manziel done beat us, when we was beat by Ole Miss that year, haven't we seen this before? Yeah, but it seems different. It feels different. No, it don't. You're just a prisoner of the moment. That's what you are. You're a prisoner of the moment. Why you wearing this? You don't believe in it anyway. You just want to sit on the bandwagon, and when they win it, you want to say, yeah, we some winners. But when we lose and we have to endure this stuff, talking about a Vanderbilt Commodore, you don't want to have to endure that. You jump ship. Who you a fan of this week? Texas Longhorns, Oregon, Ohio State. I guess you will be a fan of whoever wins the Oregon or Ohio State game. Whoever ends up being number 1. That's who you will be a fan of, right? Because I told you guys in the video, and I'm going to start inserting clips here. I said about 3 videos back, I said, they're going to love us after we beat the Georgia Bulldogs. I said that. I said it. I said, nobody's talking about us. I said, all over ESPN, all you hear is Texas, Georgia, and Ohio State. And when we smacked Georgia up and down the field, especially that first half, we kept it. Hey, don't matter what happened in the second half, we still beat them. When we smacked them up and down the field and we took that number 1 spot, all Bama's back. This is the team. Coach Deboer is looking like the next Nick Saban. All this, and that. And then when that man get beat, they beat him, and oh man, Kalen Deboer can't coach in the SEC. He's not the one. He just beat the top SEC team. One of the top SEC. It was the top SEC. Well, no, I think it was number 2 at that time when we beat him. He had just beat him. You guys were just singing his praise. He's the best. He's going to be better. It's a possibility he's going to have a trophy. He's going to have a statue outside of the stadium this year. But he get beat by Vandy, and here it comes. He's no longer a good coach. Oh, man, he should have stayed over there. Fire him. Get rid of him. That man that scored 35 or more points per game. Hey, man, I don't know what you guys be thinking sometimes, man. You just talk. You all talk, right? I guess you have to, especially people who create. I guess some people have to get numbers and they have to say whatever they can say just to, I guess, just spur out garbage. Septic tank juice, I call it. If you ain't with us, you ain't with us. Oh man, I'm just stating. It's just my honest opinion. It's just what I think. It's just We'll take it somewhere else then. You ain't riding with us. All of these people, most of these people, man, they just want something to talk about. Like I said, they'll ride with us when we rolling. When we ain't rolling, they jump off. They got something to say. They talk about something. They'll go back to talking about milroe is bad. Yeah, the defense could have played better. Yeah, we could have. But you're so stuck on the name. You're so stuck on the name Vanderbilt. You're so stuck on that. See, that's why life will knock you out and knock the teeth out your mouth when you're trying to do something and you just don't understand it, because you'll be so stuck on the outside of what's going on. You're not looking on the inside and seeing what's going on. You're so stuck on the name Vanderbilt that it's so embarrassing to you. You can't do what you want to do because everybody's looking at you and saying, hey, man, how did you get beat by Vanderbilt? How did you let your football team get beat by Vanderbilt? First of all, I had nothing to do with it, but hey, I'm cheering my guys on. Second of all, things happen in life. It's life. Sometimes you get knocked down by somebody that's a little bit more smaller in stature than you. It happens every now and then, guys. But it's how you get back up. It's how you stick around. It's how you be resilient. It's how you stand 10 toes down, as they say, how you stand on your business. That's what it's about. It ain't about quitting at the first sign of adversity. It ain't about quitting when you lose the battle or when you lose a battle. It's about winning the war. That's what it's about. And if you don't have the endurance, the wherewithal, if you don't have all that to endure the whole war and you lose a battle and you give up, what do you deserve to lose? You deserve to lose all of it. You deserve all the casualties that happen on your side. But if you lose that battle and you circle around and you round up the troops and you go back out there and you stand up for what you know, you put it all on the line. You fight for whatever you know, for whatever you stand for, the last name on your jersey, the name that's on the front of your jersey, the numbers that's on your helmet, whatever you're fighting for, you got to get up, you got to fight for another day. So don't let no one tell you that it's over. Because I know you heard the saying. It ain't over till the fat lady saying, well, guess what? She ain't sung yet. She ain't sung yet. She ain't going to be done singing until we in Atlanta. Come National Championship 2025. And she going to be singing the Star Spangled Banner. And when she say, when the rock is red, when she say that and you look over there and you see Kalen Deboer over there on that sideline, and you see Jalen Milroe looking up, doing his thing that he do, when you see him on one knee, the bombs bursting in there, then you look over there at my guy Malachi Moore, he got his eyes closed, got his war paint on. That's what it's going to mean something. That's when she's singing. That's when the fat lady's singing. She telling you all about it. And we getting ready. LT Overton, Latham, all the rest of the guys, Keenan, Smith, Rousseau, Campbell, Lawson, Robinson. Hey, I need Damani Jackson. I need Zabian Brown to stand up. Keon Sal, Malachi Moore. I need you guys to stand up. It's a no-fly zone this week. It's a no-run zone this week. And guess what? It's a no-end zone this week. We need a goose egg. I don't even want a field goal. Don't even let them cross the 50-yard line. LSU, reminiscent. Let's take them back to the day. No crossing the 50-yard line. Ain't gonna be none of that. None of it. Guys, I'm pumped because I believe Alabama gonna come out this weekend and we gonna stump a mud hole in they. You know what I'm trying to say. Old rags don't curse on this channel. Certain things old rags don't do, and that's cursing. That's why sometimes I have to say, stump a mud hole all off up in they. That's what I say. Old rags don't like doing that in front of the kids. Hopefully there's some kids out there tuning in to Rags. Or Rags trying to be a role model for you. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Share the channel with some of your kinfolk. Share the channel with somebody you love. Do that for old Rags. And let's get this channel all the way up to 5,000 subscribers. I'm having a ball. Because tomorrow morning, I'm coming on live tomorrow. Oh, Rags coming on live tomorrow. And I want you to tune in because I'm going to talk some trash. I'm going to talk it after the game. I'm going to talk it after the game, and I'm talking trash to some of these other fan bases out there that doesn't talk trash about us. You better hope you win, LSU. You better hope Ole Miss don't knock your socks off. You better win, Texas. You better hope Oklahoma don't boom as soon as you all the way back to Austin. You better win. Oh, yeah, you better win, Penn State. You better not let USC beat you. Oh, we're going to be back on the rise again, baby. Who else is it? And Georgia, you better not lose to Mississippi State. I'm not even going to go there and say Georgia going to lose to Mississippi State because I don't believe that. In Tennessee, you better not lose to Florida. Bom, bom. Bom, bom. Bom, 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 bom. Don't you mess around and let that gator snap all off up in your head. You let that gator come up there to Knoxville and snap you up. Then you got to mess with the Tide the week after. Oh, man. In Georgia, you better not let them other Bulldogs come over there and beat you between them hedges. I don't believe that's going to happen. But all the other ones, I believe, could be an upset. But if it's just so happened, Georgia, if you let them Bulldogs come up in there and get a good head start on you, because you don't want to start the right way, then you got to try to catch up with them Bulldogs. They at the bottom. Well, they ain't even at the bottom. They next to the bottom. So guess who's at the bottom of the SEC? War Tiger, Eagle, something, whatever they are. That's who at the bottom right now of the SEC. But Mississippi State is hovering right over on top of them. So Bulldogs, Georgia Bulldogs, you can't let them Bulldogs, Mississippi State Bulldogs, come in between them hedges and do it to you. That might just take the heat off of us. Let Mississippi State come to Sanford Stadium and blow the doors off of you. Wouldn't it be a glorious day? A bit silly, man. But hey, who knows what could happen? Vanderbilt beat us in Nashville. They hadn't done it since the 70s. I didn't say the 70s. I said the 70s. They hadn't beat Alabama since the 1970s something. So that don't mean Mississippi State can't come in and make a big splash. Do it, Bulldogs. Come in there with them cowbells and ring them on them. Ring their head. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Come on up in there and do it, Mississippi State. Please. Hey, man, I done made this video too long. I know you love looking down off into the depths of my eyes. But I got to get out of here, man. I got things to do and I got people to see. And don't you worry about who it is or what it is. Stop being nosy. I'm up out of here, man. Oh, yeah.